Hello, everyone. Welcome to PJ Talk Show. I'm your favorite host, Precious Jacobson. On today's topic, we are talking about self love. What is self love? And don't get me wrong, self love isn't selfishness. Self love is actually genuinely, intentionally loving yourself. The kind of love that I'm talking about is not the aesthetic love, it's not the spa day, selfie day love, it's not getting your nails done. Not that love. The kind of love that I'm talking about is the love that actually changes how you love yourself, how you think about yourself, people that you accept into your life, how you live, how you love, the kind of people that you allow into your life, the kind of relationship that you accept, the kind of places that you walk into, knowing that you truly and genuinely love yourself. It is recognizing that God has entrusted yourself onto you. A lot of times we are being taught on how to love other people, but really, we're never taught on how to love ourselves. And that is the most important love because I always say you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't have self love, what kind of love are you going to give? Because you don't even know what it is. Because when you self love yourself, you would have boundaries. You're not just gonna let anything come to you. You're not just gonna accept anything. You're not just gonna go for anything. You will go for what you actually want because you already have a standard for yourself. You have boundaries for yourself. You already know what you want. So you will actually kind of go for what you want. When we self love ourselves, we understand that overgiving is not love, silent isn't love, enduring isn't love. When you genuinely love yourself, you'll be able to say no. Because right now, you're saying no because you want to say no. You don't have to say yes all the time just to please other people and just to make it look good. But when you intentionally, genuinely love yourself, I'm gonna say no when the shoot don't fit. I'm going to say no when I'm no longer comfortable. And these days, there's just so much going on. There's so many relationships that you see. There's so many stories that you read online. There's so many people around you. When you look at what they do, the type of relationship they are in, you wonder. That's why I hear people say, "Do you? Does she really love herself?" You hear people say, "I don't think she. I think she lacks daddy's love. She lacks mommy's love," because it is so absorbed to be in certain types of relationship. You see people be in relationship where they have to beg for that relationship, where they have to overdrive themselves, overwork themselves. They have to constantly do so much to be in that relationship. If you find yourself in that situation, it's because you don't genuinely love yourself and you don't know the meaning of love. Because if you know the meaning of love, you will constantly choose yourself. You will constantly set your boundaries. You will constantly know the setting boundaries, growing in life, you're definitely going to lose a lot of people around you. And when you lose those people, you're going to know you're doing something right because when we start saying no, people around us ain't going to like us, right? So I want you to take on this episode that self love isn't selfishness. Self love doesn't mean that we don't need people around us, but self love means loving yourself genuinely, setting boundaries, setting standards for yourself, knowing what you actually want, knowing that I love myself and there's no one around me that's going to love me less. If your relationship status, your friends are loving you less, you already know, and you'll be able to speak up and say, that's not what I want. And if you setting boundaries is a problem to people around you, then they were never your friends. If you setting boundaries is making you lose friends, so be it. Bye, because you're choosing yourself right now. So choosing yourself is very, very important. If you want to grow in life, if you want to have peace, you need to love yourself every time. You need to constantly feed yourself with love. And if you haven't forgiven yourself for some things, that means you haven't loved yourself yet. Because self-love means the same way we forgive other people when they do something to us, when we love ourselves, we are going to forgive ourselves for, I mean, you need to forgive yourself for not loving yourself. You need to forgive yourself for wasting times in some certain relationships. You need to forgive yourself for doing some certain things. So, on today's episode, self love, every PGBT lovers, I want you guys to genuinely love yourself. It is very important to love yourself because self love makes you choose, make better decisions, get into a better relationship, get into, you know, better marriages. And I'm saying all this out of experience. If you don't know the meaning of love, you're going to get into things that are not really good for you. They're not really genuine love for you. But because you don't know what love is, you don't know the meaning of love, you just get into them. You accept whatever that is being given to you. So love yourself today and get into those healthy friendships, those healthy businesses, those healthy marriages, those healthy workplaces. When you love yourself, you get in the room and the room doesn't fit, you're going to walk out because you're going to choose yourself all the time. So, PJBT lovers, I hope you got what I was trying to say today. Self loving yourself. Thank you for watching. And I hope you love, like, comment, share to your friends and family. And bye for now until I see you again. PJ Beauty. Thank you.